We missed you last week.
Who's ready?
Nobody! Hi!
Hi.
Today,
Yeah.
we are going to be making cheese curds because we're Canadian.
Yeah, we're gonna make cheese. That's gonna be fun. It's not gonna be stressful.
We're gonna make poutine. We're gonna make Vladimir Putin.
I say poutine.
I say poutine as well.
We are going to be using a cheese making kit that we bought online that is a Canadian company. We'll link to that. And we will be making cheese curds, and then we're gonna turn those cheese curds into a poutine.
And then we're gonna order a poutine online. We're gonna compare the two.
Unless this takes us so long that every restaurant is closed because it's 2 in the morning.
That could also happen.
It's 2 p.m. right now, so if it takes us 12 hours to do this, we're screwed. Let's begin. We received in the mail a package to make cheese.
We didn't just like get this. We don't get PR. This is just, we purchased it.
Yeah. It's already open because we knew in advance that there was a part that had to go in the freezer, so we opened it and threw that in the freezer. Came with a box.
So we can put it in a box.
So this is from a company called CheeseMaker.ca.
And they are from Victoria, BC?
Is the purpose of this box to eat the poutine out of?
Yeah.
That's cute. Or is it to store your cheese making equipment in? Like it says cheese making kit on the box. And like the website, like they all came in a box that looked like this.
Oh, so I think that they just gave us the box because it's cute.
A box. So there's a recipe book that includes the recipe. It's quite complicated. Once I opened it, I thought this was gonna be like a breeze and we'd just make cheese, but apparently it's hard work. Cheesecloth, a milk thermometer, which was like almost a selling point of this kit to us because we were like, now we have a thermometer that clips on the side of a pot when we need to boil things.
It's like almost a candy thermometer, which like, that's great.
Well, it would work, yeah, it would work for like boiling oil and stuff. Microbial vegetarian rennet, which might be the thing we put in the freezer. Came with little lactate pills to take in case you can't eat cheese. I don't actually know what those are. Calcium chloride in a little eyedropper.
Cute.
Put it into cocktails.
And your eyes. Don't put it in your eyes.
Don't put it into cocktails. Cheese salt. It's just very fine salt.
It came with gravy. And then the last ingredient is poutine culture, which is basically Canada.
Yeah.
This is Canada in a bit.
We are contributors to poutine culture.
Yes.
Store in freezer. Let's leave it in the freezer until we need it, I guess. And last but not least, the ingredient Steven is the most excited about.
Jugs. Except in Canada we have bags.
Bags of homo milk.
But we don't actually have a milk jug. We don't use it. We're bad Canadians and instead use cartons.
Bag milk. You got a nice pillow. Cold. You don't have to worry about the cold side of the pillow. They're both cold. 4 liters of milk split up into 3 bags. I've always thought that was weird that they're not just like 1 liter bags. They're like a very specific volume.
1.25?
Yeah, not 1.25.
No, 1.33333333.
There is a quick video overview we can watch of how to make this. Would you like to watch that?
Sure. It's on the YouTube?
No, it's on CheeseMaker.ca.
Well, you know what you could do because you're on YouTube? You could like our video. You could also subscribe to our channel. Every person that subscribes and every person who presses that little bell notification means more people watching our content, which means me spending hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours editing it is more worth it.
I can't find the videos on their website, but it says visit CheeseMaker.ca for a quick video overview.
Making mozza in 1 hour.
Feta. They don't have a video of how to make the cheese. So, we're on our own. All right. Or maybe,
there's pictures, so
maybe
hopefully.
they do and we just can't find it, but choose your milk. We chose our milk already.
Got it.
4 liters to make 1 batch. This is what you will need. Your cheese kit, a stainless steel pot that holds all your milk and gives you room to stir. Make sure it's nice and clean. I washed it really well with soapy water.
Bam.
A slotted spoon, long blade knife, and a cutting board.
Cutting board.
Slotted spoon. I didn't pull it out of Steven's butt. It was in the dishwasher behind me. And a long blade knife. Half measuring cup, 1/8 measuring spoon, which we don't own, and a bowl with a fitted colander.
It fits. It's fitted. Fitted colander.
A cookie sheet and a cooling rack. All right, step 1, culturing the milk. So you see milk, the police can't be trusted because let your milk sit at room temperature for 1 to 2 hours before starting.
All right, so we'll be back in 1 to 2 hours.
But we're warming the milk at medium-low temperatures until it reaches 90 Fahrenheit.
Probably a reason.
Yeah, but can't we just...
Trust the professionals. What are the other things that take time? 70, 70, 30, 110.
2 hours and 20 minutes, so it's like a 5-hour process. All right.
Now it's an extra hour.
I'll see you in an hour. I will, okay, 1 point to CheeseMaker.ca. Read ahead and familiarize yourself with the entire process before your start. A lesson that I did not learn from the meal kits, and I did not learn from reading that exact sentence before we started. I was like, it's fine, I don't know what I'm doing.
We don't know what we're doing.
Stupid bags of milk. Well, let's go hang out for an hour. Okay, bye. Okay, so we let these bags of milk sit for an hour.
Now they're warm, I guess.
They're less cold because our apartment is freezing.
Not that cold.
So
God.
We're gonna put all of our bags of milk into a pot and we're gonna heat them until they hit 90 Fahrenheit or 33 degrees Celsius.
All right, so let's open those bags.
This is what an empty Canadian milk bag looks like.
Gross.
This is not how milk bags work, by the way. There's like a thing they go in. It looks weirder than it is. Honestly, I don't know why we're explaining that. It's not like we have thousands of American followers who watch this. I know like 4 people in the US that watch this video. Comment down below if you're watching this video and you've never used bagged milk before. We'll get some diverse comments that aren't just our moms and my sister. So that's a pot of milk. This is why I call it a Star Trek stove, because it goes like this. I don't know what that is, but like I feel like that happens on Star Trek. We're starting around 57 Fahrenheit and we need to get to 99. Nope, 90. I made up 99. So the milk is on the pot. We're gonna stir it occasionally over the next 10 to 20 minutes. You don't need to see that. We'll see you in 10 to 20 minutes.
Step 1 is almost done. Wow.
We are almost there. It's taken about 15 minutes. We need to get the poutine culture and sprinkle that over the milk. We're gonna take 1/8 of a teaspoon, sprinkle it over the milk, let it sit for 1 minute, then use a spoon to stir the milk in an up and down motion for 30 seconds. And then we'll need our calcium chloride, which is this.
You think that's half?
Yeah, probably. Maybe a little more. We don't want it to not have culture. We're gonna sprinkle this on that. Ready?
Yes. I'm gonna be super dainty.
Too dainty. Let it sit for 1 minute. Okay.
Gotta make sure you check your watch, Chris.
Smells like popcorn. Doesn't it smell like popcorn? Smells like when you open the microwave after.
I find any time that you make milk hot,
smells like popcorn.
Because
it's butter.
I guess so, but like.
I can't see how long on the timer.
let me just check the timer. 3, 2,
Okay.
1.
Stir for 30 seconds. Up and down means holding the spoon flat along the bottom of the pot and raising it to the top without breaking the surface for 30 seconds.
Without breaking the surface. You're breaking the surface. Don't break the surface. We're not breaking the surface.
Am I doing it?
I think so.
I don't feel like this is doing much to stir anything.
You broke the surface! I see it!
Come on, you're stressing me out.
Don't break the surface. And time.
You know that I started doing that before you were filming.
Yeah, but that's okay. We can go a little bit longer.
Measure 1/4 teaspoon of calcium chloride, add it to the milk, and gently stir again. Cover the milk with the lid and let it rest for 60 minutes undisturbed while the milk ripens.
I really don't like the sound of milk ripening. Also, I don't like that there's like this weird little flake in it.
Those are the poutine cultures.
I don't think the poutine cultures were black.
Well, so let's get rid of that.
Nope, don't touch it. You can't disturb the surface.
Well, the spoon's gotta come out of it.
No, it stays.
No, it doesn't. You
Stuck
have to
there
put a
now.
lid on it.
Okay, fine.
It's getting tense. Okay, we're good.
Does this look like cheese? No.
Well, I'm gonna Putin the lid on it. No, that didn't work. Putin on the lid.
Putin on the lid. Do 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 do.
I'm glad you got what I was saying. Why did you take the lid off? Put the lid back on. 60 minutes. We'll see you in another hour. Bye. It's been an hour.
Woo!
Our milk should have ripened, which is not what you want milk to do normally, so let's hope that's a good thing. We're going to cut a rennet tablet. We need those little tablets. You know where I put them?
No.
Oh.
How unprofessional.
Here they are. They're by the line.
Oh. How unprofessional.
Okay, ready to see our ripened milk?
Yeah.
Wow, looks like milk. Cut your rennet tablet into quarters using your knife. Add 1/4 of a tablet and 1/4 cup of non-chlorinated water. Is our water chlorinated?
Hopefully not.
Oh. Well, it says non-chlorinated water and our water is chlorinated, so we're gonna look up what to do. Chlorine will deactivate your ingredients. Make sure you use bottled or distilled water.
I guess I have to go get chlorine-free water.
Hopefully our cheese doesn't spoil while we go to the store.
We have water now, and there is no chlorine.
You have to add 1/4 tablet and 1/4 cup of non-chlorinated water to your 1/2 cup measuring cup and let it sit for 10 minutes. I'm so glad we have a liter of water in a plastic bottle that's now killing the earth. So we put rennet, which is those little tablets that I said were lactate pills, into 1/4 cup of water, and we're gonna let it sit for 10 minutes. This video is a lot of just us doing other things while cheese makes itself.
But you don't know that, because we're back now. So what happened while we were gone, Chris?
A little tablet dissolved.
So now we have a dissolved tablet. I think you still wanted a little bit more dissolved now.
It says, don't fret.
Yeah, but I think you still don't want the little clump.
Are you fretting?
I'm fretting.
Okay, where's my up and
Slide
down
spoon. Go, 30 seconds without breaking the surface.
It's harder than it sounds.
I think you're also not supposed to splash. I'm just saying that's still breaking the surface.
Okay, so now it says something that I don't understand. It says,
Until the solution has been well mixed, place the lid back on the pot, let it rest undisturbed for 60 minutes. Wrapped in a towel or in a warm water bath that maintains 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
so, I'll wait till the water turns off, I guess.
Now we have a pot sitting in a sink with water.
For now.
For now.
Well, we will come back in 1 hour.
Wow.
Wow, look at the timer.
Wow.
Not sure if this worked. Not sure if the temperature was right.
But we're gonna try.
At this point, we should be able to test the milk by hitting it with the side of the knife. If the rennet has done its job, the milk has coagulated and will be a solid-like mass with a soft tofu-like consistency. All right, looks like milk. Oh.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Oh. Oh. It's got a soft, coagulated like tofu mass. We get to cut it now. At this point, you can cut the cheese by placing your knife fully in the curd and cutting in a straight line. Do this in 2-inch lines until you have a grid. Let it sit for 5 minutes to allow the liquid whey to seep out. Okay. So we're gonna cut it. Ready? One clean line down the middle. Weird.
Until you have a grid.
It's so weird. It looks like nothing, and then you cut it, and you can see like lines in it. And then when you take the knife out, they pretty much go away. See how like you can see where the knife is, but there's like a line in it?
It looks like decently thick too.
Yeah. So now we let it sit for 5 minutes to allow the liquid to whey. No. To allow the liquid whey. They do a lot of air quotes in this, or I guess they're physical quotes, but to seep out, making the curd stronger. Okay, so 5 minutes. Then we're gonna stir the blocks of curd with the slotted spoon while maintaining 90 degrees Fahrenheit until, what? Like there's no way that is that temperature. Maybe we were supposed to maintain the water temperature, but it did what it needed to do, so like, we're not that far off, right?
We're not far off.
Oh, really?
It's like 85.
So if I just set up another water bath, is that good?
If you warm it up a bit though?
The water bath?
Yeah. Put it a little over 100. Not over 100, but like 100. A little over 100.
A little over, comma, 100.
Yes.
Bath time! Bath time, Mr. Cheesy! Oh, you mean Stanley?
Don't think you'd like
That's
that.
next week's video. We lost our arms and all of our blood. Sorry, I meant we bathed our cat. So what am I doing?
Stirring constantly.
Stir gently the blocks of curd with your slotted spoon until the curds are broken apart into smaller sizes.
Whoa.
Whoa. Did you think it was like a thin layer on top of milk? Yeah,
I
me
didn't
too.
think there was that much. Wow, that's a lot of freaking cheese. Also, this is what Little Miss Muffet eats. Eating her curds and whey. She just eats like,
Warm.
ew, ew. This is so gross looking. Really slow.
Why?
It said done carefully, it should take 10 minutes.
To do what?
What we're doing.
Am I doing it carefully?
I don't know.
Like I don't know what I'm trying to do or trying to avoid doing. Do you think I messed this up and the cheese curds are too small? Or do they like reform?
Stop. Now let them rest. We'll do 2 minutes. Can you imagine if this is what wine and cheese night was?
Did they make the cheese? Oh my god, nobody would ever come.
Wine and cheese night in the 1800s. Also, we had to make wine.
Can we have a wine and cheese night once it's safe to do so?
And we're gonna make the wine and cheese.
Well, I'll be whining about it, that's for sure.
Also, we can make 8 batches with this, and this is only 1 batch, so.
Yet to be decided if I want to do this 8 times. Also, we're just like hiding in the corner of the frame here. Like, hi, can we come in the camera, please? That's better. Okay, so then we have to let it sit for 10 minutes.
It smells like cheese, so that's good.
So while Steven finishes stirring, I'm gonna just prepare the next step, which is a colander lined with cheesecloth, which this just looks like gauze. Okay.
Done.
Let it rest for 10 minutes. Cut this like that.
Is this 1 layer?
Did I mess it up? Well, whatever. Now we have another piece cut. I don't understand this next step too. Curd will cool as it drains. Cut the curd mass in half, creating 2 identical pieces in size, and flip one side of the mass to rest on top of the other, mirroring its shape. What does that mean? Like, do they cut it this way and then just stack it back on top of itself, or do you cut it in half?
Yeah, I think
like
so.
Thin, or do
Yeah.
you cut it in half and then?
No.
Why do you take it off and put it back on?
I'm not a cheese maker, so I couldn't tell you. But my thought would be so that more of it was exposed to dry.
It's been 10 minutes. Wow, okay. This is a lot of work. We are going to scoop the curds into this colander we have neatly lined with cheesecloth. We're gonna let them drain for 15 minutes until most of the liquid has been drained out and the curd mass is strong enough to be picked up and placed on a cutting board. Ooh. It doesn't look great in this pot, but when you pull it out, you're like, that could be cheese curds.
Oh look!
It could be cheese.
Curd! Wait.
Anything better to scoop this with?
No. 2 hours later.
What about the big colander? We can just like,
The little colander.
yeah, it's better than the spoon actually.
Is this better?
Yeah, so this is gonna like solidify into one big mass. We'll be able to scoop it out and put it on a cutting board. We could probably like, unless we need this liquid for any reason, pour the rest of it into the other strainer we have, like in the sink or something.
Okay, Google, what can you use whey for?
They probably can't hear anything Google just said, but after giving us several facts about whey, Google said, by the way.
Ha!
Okay, let's just dump it. Unless you want to save it to ferment. You want to save it to ferment.
Probably an easier way to do that though. Like, use this cup. It's probably easier.
Excuse us, camera. He's doing some stuff over here.
Now, how long do we let this sit?
15 minutes. This is a large mass of cheese blob that's gonna turn into poutine. So for 15 minutes, it's still pretty, I don't know, spongy and wet. Although it's not. I mean, feel it, like it is kind of a mass. It says until you can pick it up. Do not drain for too long as it will be difficult to shape flat and cut into identical pieces afterwards. So do we just go with it?
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know if it's ready. There's still a lot of liquid in it. I feel like we should wait a little longer.
Maybe like 10 more minutes and see what happens.
Okay. We gave it an extra 10 minutes. It does feel a little more solid, I think. They take two pieces side by side and they put it on top. That's kind of what I did.
But I think that it's supposed to be like you're cutting it in half so that the middle part dries out.
So am I supposed to like squeeze it together to then cut it in half? Like, I don't understand what you mean.
Yeah.
So this one? I just don't know if we did it right.
I think we did.
How many pounds does our cutting board weigh?
I don't know, a few?
It says a wooden cutting board no heavier than 5 pounds. No, it's like 4-something pounds.
Amazing. Put that on top.
Wooden cutting board's gonna forever smell like cheese, by the way, because the cheese is gonna just seep into the wood the whole time we do this. Leave it for 30 minutes. Unwrap the curds, wring out the cheesecloth, rewrap the curds, and flip the stack for 30 minutes. Do this entire process one more time, flipping it 3 times in total.
So we have the cheese sitting, there is a weight on top of it, and we are going to wait 30 minutes. See you then.
Cheese has been sitting here, and you can't see it, but it's been sitting here for 30 minutes. We are going to
reveal it.
Reveal it.
It's cheese. It's a little flatter now.
So we have to
flip it
and then put it back. Oh, it's wet. It's got funny lines in it.
Fun.
Squeeze the liquid out of the cheesecloth. Put our little setup back, although I'm gonna set it up nicer this time. Put our cheesecloth back.
Put our cheese the right way, like that, I guess.
Just tuck that little piece in.
Put our little baby to bed.
Gently tuck him in.
Oh.
So Steven stole a piece of cheese off of it.
It fell off.
There's no salt in this.
It's just curd. Pink. It's like weirdly sweet. Once it gets to the end, there's definitely cheese though.
It'll be good with salt.
It's gonna be good.
Now we're doing the same thing that you saw us do 10 seconds ago.
Except it was actually half an hour.
Quite a bit of liquid that's squeezed out of it. This reminds me, I've never done it personally, but I know that this is how you tofu.
Tofu is bean curd or something.
Really? Because I've been curding all day. It's been a long day. It's 9:16 p.m. and we started this at 2 p.m. Slide, tuck it into bed. Now we wait another 30 minutes.
See you soon times.
Let there be cheese and light.
This is the last time we have to do this.
Wait, so we have to flip it and let it rest again?
One more time.
Oh, I thought we were done.
Oh, is it cheese? Oh, it is. I think you have to do it one more time. Flip.
This is where I was getting really confused. So it says to do it, leave it for 30 minutes. That's one time. Unwrap, flip, and sit for 30 minutes. That's the second. Do this entire process one more time. That's 3. Oh.
No. It's
entire
2.
process one more time.
So here's do one more.
That's not written in a very easy to understand way.
You're not written in a very easy to understand way because you're a complex human being.
I'm not. I'm pretty basic.
I like cheese, coffee, and things that are clean.
You hear the sink doing that?
More texture that time. A little squeaky.
So cool that we made cheese. See you in 30 minutes and we'll finally have some cheese.
Wait, how many times have you done it?
This will be the 4th.
You sure?
Yes.
30 minutes.
Is that good? I don't know. So, things are happening.
I'm dancing to the Spice Girls.
Yes, and we are about to be some Spice Girls as we're gonna season the cheese.
Season, and by that you mean put salt on.
Yes. Our oven is preheating because we are going to turn this cheese into a poutine. My phone is currently delivering us a poutine.
To compare. Just a note, we didn't order from something local because we wanted something that like more people could compare to.
Yeah.
So we ordered New York fries, and it is on its way.
We're gonna unwrap it.
Out of its blankie.
It's got a good like bounce. Cut it into 2-inch length with a knife or rip the cheese apart with your hands to desired size. So we should just like rip it up into a big bowl, I guess.
I guess so. Do you think we should rip it or do you think we should cut it?
Wow, cheese.
That looks like cheese. That looks
look
good.
like cheese curds.
Yeah.
The cheese curds in the bowl. Can you not hold the knife like that? Is that but you're okay with that size?
Maybe like break off.
And you're okay that they look like little squares.
They don't look like cheese curds in the same sense that you get them in like the bag at the store. Actually, they kind of look like feta.
Well, that's why I feel like we should be like ripping them. Look at that. We made cheese strings.
Oh no, they'll see our house tour. Oh, wait, is that video ever coming out?
Probably not. Maybe next time we move. Can't believe that it worked.
I wonder how they get like the actual like
Cheese curd
weird
shape.
rounded shape. Is it like a bigger curd? It's definitely more.
This is a lot of cheese curds, by the way. Like, has anybody noticed how long we've been filling this bowl with cheese curds? And this is only an eighth of what this kit makes for us. And we didn't discuss this, but this kit cost $40 Canadian. Very cheap. And then what did the milk cost you? Like $5 or $6?
Was that with shipping?
Shipping, it was like 48. It came across the country from Vancouver and got here in like 3 days. It was cheap and it worked. And the instructions were mostly easy to follow.
Yeah.
I got a little confused at times, but it's a complicated process, so are they to blame? I don't think so. This step, cheese salt, finally comes in. I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of salt into the cheese. We're gonna mix it, and then we're gonna wait 10 minutes. Now we mix it.
Yep.
Ooh, I don't know if we're gonna need to salt this a second time. It is coated in salt. We still have to figure out the poutine sauce.
Mix pouch into cold water. Form a paste. Add paste to 1 cup of boiling water.
It doesn't tell you how much of a paste to make. And it just says add cold water. It doesn't say how much cold water.
So let's create a paste. It doesn't have anything. I looked.
So perhaps we should just add water a little bit at a time until it's a paste.
I think so.
I assume this is also like 1 gravy. It doesn't make gravy for all 8 pounds of cheese.
If it's too much, then we'll just keep it in
What do
the
I do?
fridge.
You want to use an eighth of this bag for now and see what happens? We can do that.
Nope, just
Are
do
you
it.
sure?
Yeah, just do it.
Are you sure?
Yep, making lots of gravy.
Oh, this has to go in a pot. Stir frequently with a whisk, bring to a boil, reduce heat, and simmer for 3 minutes.
Fries are in. Fries are in.
I'm back, baby.
Poutine in a bag.
Small, very small. Did they miss my extra gravy? No, they
It's
didn't.
on top of it. Gravy. So I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this.
If anything, this video was just an excuse for us to eat fries.
It smells like good gravy, even if it was a powder. I have created a paste.
Cheese taste test.
Think
Our first cheese making experience. First
they're
thoughts.
tasty.
They taste good. I don't think they need more salt.
No, I think that's good.
They're a little soft. They're not like
Squeaky.
chewy, squeaky. They're good. I don't think they're overly flavorful, and I think they're a little soft.
I think they're perfect for flavor, but I'm not getting the squeak.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit.
Like, I don't think that we nailed it, but I think we didn't screw it. This looks like gravy.
Does look like gravy.
Is there a timer on the fries?
Yeah.
Oh, I just stopped that to start a new timer.
Why the hell would you stop a timer?
Because I didn't think there was a timer on it. I just set a new one. I didn't know there was a timer on that. You never set timers. I thought it said 22 seconds.
And then you still stopped it.
I thought it was an old timer from like this morning. We made fries.
Woo! Fries. Wait, take some of those out. We're gonna do this good, we're gonna do this good. The tip to a good poutine, a layer of cheese curds between layers of fries.
God, it's gonna be more cheese than fries.
All right, next layer. And a layer of cheese curds. Here we go. Cheese curds on the fries, looking good. Looking good. Good start. And with the gravy.
Oh, that's the money maker.
Wow. Look at that.
That looks legit.
And compared to the New York fries gravy, it's like pretty comparable.
No hate on New York fries, but like, look at how beautiful this is, and then glistening and shining, and oh my gosh.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Did we accidentally do that Bon Appetit recreating takeout thing? But it took us 12 hours and they got this here in 8 minutes.
Like,
Classic. Classic. Huh?
these ones are definitely squeaky.
Anybody who
This is
doesn't know,
a proper cheese curd must squeak.
when you bite it, it's like,
Squeak.
ours don't do that. But
No, but now we'll try that. Squeak.
would it be really underwhelming and disappointing in this video to say that the New York fries poutine is better than the one we spent 12 hours making?
I don't think so. I think it's actually pretty good.
It's good, but it squeaks.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they squeak all the time?
Mm-hmm. But they're squeaking.
That slaps.
Both of these poutines slap. This one, I don't like the gravy as much.
No.
But that's a personal thing. But I think that the cheese curds are really good, and I think that we did a good job of making them. The one thing is that I think that they are a little soft. I would be curious as to what we did that made them softer than an average cheese curd.
There's a troubleshooting on their website, and I'll read through it and see, and we'll make them again. What are we gonna do with all these? Look at how much we have left.
Well, I guess we're eating lots of things with cheese curds, which I literally don't know anything else that you eat cheese curds in. Poutine!
Maybe we can
Woo!
make like a grilled cheese with cheese curds
That could be good.
and gravy. And instead of the bread, you use fries.
In the comments, leave us what you want us to try next. What weird thing have you always wondered how they make it? And can you make it at home?
Also,
And we'll do it.
This was a random Instagram ad that I got and bought. So like if you've seen anything weird like that on the internet, send it our ways.
Thank you, big shout out to this company, CheeseMaker.ca. Everything that we got was legitimate.
Yeah.
I think that some of the instructions were like, needed a little bit more help, or at least that video would have been really helpful, but I couldn't find
the video on your website.
Yeah, I think that everything was
9
wonderful.
out of 10 stars. The 10th star would be if we could figure out where the video is. Maybe it's just us. Maybe we just can't find it.
But everything was wonderful.
I can't stop eating it.
I can't stop eating it either.
No, you
We're
stopped
gonna go
to talk
eat
to them. I haven't stopped.
That's true. We're gonna go eat it. You are gonna have a great night, and you are gonna subscribe, like, and comment on this video, because if not, then you will go straight to hell.
Whoa.
Yeah. I believe in that now.
Wow. If you don't like and subscribe our video, we're gonna show up to your house with 8 pounds of cheese curds and just leave them there.
All right. Bye. Man,
What?
there's cheese under my nails.
There's cheese in everything.
There's cheese everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.